Hello, class. My name is David Thompson. You can call me Mr. Thompson. I went to Eastern Illinois University for my undergrad and got my teaching licensure through EIU in physical education. And so, just to introduce you guys to the course a little bit, you guys are going to be taking physical education in the secondary level. Um, and the entire goal of this class is for me as a teacher to help equip you guys to achieve or maintain a physically literate level of physical fitness. So basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try and equip you guys to the best of my ability, not only for you to be healthy now in the class through different styles like flexibility, muscular strength, muscular endurance, cardiovascular strength, and endurance. Not just now, but to equip you guys so that for the rest of your lives, you'd be able to have a plan, a structure, and an idea of what you guys can do the rest of your lives to stay healthy and to stay physically active. That's the goal of this class. It's for me to equip you guys to be best set up for the success in the future. So yes, I want for you guys to achieve a healthy level of fitness now, but more important, it's 30, 40 years down the line. This is what this class is for you guys to have healthy habits and ways in order to be healthy the rest of your life. So some of the content in this class that you're going to be learning, it's going to be there's going to be varieties of things, but they're all going to be connected. So like for the whole semester, like for the first quarter, there's going to be a lot of health-related fitness activities we're going to be doing. And when I say health-related fitness, I'm talking about muscular strength, muscular endurance, cardiovascular strength / endurance, flexibility, and they all combine for body composition. So you guys will be learning about a lot of those things and how heart rate and exercise, how all of that fits into your like physically literate style of health. So that's going to be the first quarter. In the second quarter, there's going to be a little bit more gameplay. There's going to be more games. There's going to be games like pickleball, like volleyball, badminton, ultimate frisbee, dance, like a lot of those things. So you guys have an idea of what a healthy individual looks like in the first quarter. And like in the second quarter, you're going to have an idea of, okay, well, what if I don't really want to just do straight exercise that are planned, like I would go to a gym. But maybe you want to do exercise a different way with gameplay. And then that's kind of how it incorporates some of those things for you guys to do that as well. And so, one, you're going to get knowledge to be healthy, to achieve and maintain fitness. You're going to get skills like hand-eye coordination, skills like muscular strength, muscular endurance, those things. You're going to acquire skills, you're going to acquire strength, and you're going to grow as an individual in this class, but you're also going to have the knowledge to maintain and to improve as well the rest of your life. But with this class, there's also going to be academic language involved. But before I get into that, I'm just going to give you a little bit more specific breakdown of what the class is going to look like. So the first week, you're going to have health-related fitness components, kind of like what I said. So you're going to have one day of muscular strength, another day of endurance, another day of cardiovascular, another day of flexibility. And then those all are going to be combined into body composition. And there's going to be some diagnostics. Those days are going to be in and out. It's going to be more than 5 days. And then after that, there's going to be a heart rate and exercise unit directly correlated to all those things. Like, how do all these fit? What does your heart rate have to do with strength, with endurance, with cardiovascular strength, with flexibility, body composition? What does your heart rate have to do with those things? You're going to be learning a lot about that. There's going to be like a weightlifting unit. There's going to be like some circuits you're going to be doing. There's going to be a lot of different things that are going to be pretty challenging. But it's all going to be hopefully helpful for you guys to set up. Not just now, but for the rest of your life. How can you be healthy? And so there will be a lot of those components the first 4 to 5 weeks of the class. And then you're going to be going more into gameplay closer to the second quarter of what the class is going to look like. There's going to be an ultimate frisbee unit, and that's going to be about 2 weeks long. You're going to learn offensive strategies, defensive strategies. There's going to be a tournament at the end. It's going to be really, really fun. Ultimate Frisbee is just a great way to stay healthy and active and to exercise. And then there's going to be like net wall games. And so net wall games it's basically going to be badminton, pickleball, and volleyball. And that's going to be a super large unit, but those games are going to have mini units. So you're going to have 2 weeks of badminton. What does badminton look like, and how does it relate to pickleball? Pickleball is going to be a little bit different, but it's going to help you have some key themes with hand-eye coordination, with hitting, with passing, with using agility, your heart rate, and those things. And then there's also going to be volleyball, which is going to be a little bit more grueling than badminton or pickleball, but it's all net wall games. And then there's also going to be another one addition, which you've probably never heard before, called Indiaka. And Indiaka is going to be a really good game. I'm excited for you guys to learn Indiaka, which isn't a popular game, but it's also a netball game related to volleyball, pickleball, and badminton, and you'll kind of see what that looks like. And then what I'm excited for is going to be the last 3 weeks of the class is going to be a dance unit. Typically, people don't use dance units in PE. You don't really hear about them. But it's going to be just like a different way in order for you to get your heart rate up, to exercise, to be flexible, to do those things in order to stay physically literate, if that's what you would prefer. So all these units, all these different things for this upcoming semester, by the quarter, by the week, they're all hopefully to equip you guys for what you prefer to do to stay healthy. Some people would prefer to go to the weight room. Some people would prefer to go on runs. Some people would prefer to have games and to have people to go play games with in order to stay healthy. But the goal is, again, for you to be physically literate and understand how can you best be equipped to stay healthy and active the rest of your life. Understanding with all of the health-related fitness unit components that we're going to be talking about at the start of this semester. And so with this class, kind of what I mentioned earlier, there's going to be a lot of academic language involved. And what I mean by academic language is with all these units, with all these skills, with all these themes you guys are going to be learning throughout the semester, there's going to be things that are going to be helpful for you to learn, comprehend, and understand, and to synthesize all these things in your brain. And so academic language can involve phrases, kind of like hand to target, or beats per minute, or like step to opposition, like those things, like different phrases where it's just going to be related to the activity you're doing, like beats per minute is going to be we're going to be in the heart rate unit, or we're going to have target zones is also going to be your heart rate unit, where those are going to be related to the unit in order for you to understand, comprehend, and quickly analyze how this relates to exercise, how this relates to my health. There's going to be, symbols. For example, like for volleyball, you're going to learn different symbols, like what does the referee do if it's a fault? What does the referee do if it's a point? What do different uniforms mean? All of those things in volleyball. Or for vocabulary, in Indiaka, you're going to need to know what Indiaka means, what a birdie is, what a particular offense is. Same with dance. And so you're just going to get all these different academic languages thrown at you, vocabs, phrases, symbols, all those things. But they're all going to be related to the content, and they're all going to be related to how you can understand, internalize, and then just use the information in order to learn. And so how are you going to be learning this academic language I'm talking about here? They're going to be thrown at you left and right. When I'm teaching, I'm going to be using it. So for the heart rate unit, you're going to hear target zones, heart rate target zones, you're going to hear beats per minute, you're going to hear pulse, you're going to hear stroke volume, you're going to hear all these things constantly throughout the unit when I'm talking. And then also in worksheets, they're going to be mentioned in worksheets, going to be used in worksheets, they're going to be in the assessments in order for you to use them and learn them. When you guys are discussing with one another in groups, you're also going to be using this language I want to encourage you to use. And all that's doing is helping you learn and internalize the information better and more quicker and in a more efficient way so that you can then put it right back out into the real world and apply it to your life. And so this is what's going to help you master it. And so some people might be audio learners, and that's great. When I'm talking and I'm instructing, I'm going to be using this language, and you're going to learn this academic language from audio. Some people are visual, and so when I put it on a poster or use it on a video or put it on the worksheet itself, you can see it for yourself, this academic language, and then you're going to learn that way. And some people are they're active, they want to use it, they want to learn it. And so when you guys are in group settings or like you're going to be talking and discussing, that's how you're going to learn it, because you're actually using the content and the language used in order for you to learn. So it's just kind of different ways for how you want to do it. And so for the last thing, I'm going to just talk about this unit before we actually get into it and get started with the syllabus and all these things. I'm just going to talk to you guys about how I'm assessing. How are you guys going to be graded? How are you guys going to be graded for this class? There's going to be a variety of ways. There's going to be a lot of informal and formal assessments. And so for most units, there's going to be a diagnostic assessment, or there's just going to be like a worksheet or an activity you do that's going to help me see what you guys know about the unit. So there could be a pop quiz, but that won't be graded. It will just help me understand what you know, or different things along those lines about the content we're going to be using, and then I'm going to use it later on when there's going to be a summative assessment or an assessment about the specific unit at the end. There's going to be worksheets, there's going to be exit slips, there's going to be cognitive exit slips, there's going to be fill-in worksheets for like yeah, for a weightlifting unit, for example, you guys are going to have the exercise I would like for you to do, and then the sets I'd like for you to do, and you guys would fill in the weight for what you did it for, and you're going to use it over time. I like those things. Like, it's going to show me that you're learning, that you're doing, that you're participating, that you're using this academic language, you're internalizing it. It's going to show me different things. And so informally, there's just going to be a lot of worksheets, like I said. There's going to be exit slips. So if I'm trying to teach you point to target for a frisbee throw, cognitively, then I'm just going to ask you what does that look like on like a 2 or 3 question quiz at the end of the class. Things like that. And then at the end of each unit, there's going to be probably a unit test. Depending on the topic, there's going to be a summative assessment of some sort to show me that you learned and you just can do it, because there's going to be a lot of assessment in this class. Some of it's going to be graded, some of it's not. But it's going to be normalized, and there's not going to be a lot of pressure. And at the end of the first quarter, there's going to be a quarter exam, and then at the end, there's also going to be a final exam of the second quarter. And those are all going to be graded. There's going to be some written, just some teacher checklists. I'm going to teach you how to like flat palm a pass in Indiaka Birdie. I'm going to have a checklist of 3 different cues, and I'm going to mark it. Did you, Kyle, did you not do the cue that I taught you using a flat palm with eyes looking forward? Kind of those sorts of things. And so, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited about this semester. I think it's really beneficial for you, not just now, but for the rest of your life. Again, if you have any questions, my name's Mr. Thompson. I can provide the email down below. Excited to teach.